works. Waiting for the stream to respond. Alright, we have some signs of life. Alright, so, how is the audio quality coming across? Video? Strangely enough, with the streaming OBS that we use, if I Alt-Tab out of the game, or run it windowed and try and close it, it doesn't show me on the stream how it's doing. It just kind of goes, well, the audio's still there. So we'll have to see how it performs on the actual Twitch itself, which I have open in another tab on another monitor. But, welcome back to another night of late night video. Tonight we'll be streaming with the Company of Heroes with the addition of, well, to give you a little bit of background, this is the first of the series with all of the DLC installed, or sorry, expansions as they were called back then. And this game I feel is superior to the second for a number of reasons. One was the AI, second point would be the maps were a lot more engaging. And three, the campaign, not only that, but also multiplayer as well, was a lot more dynamic. It wasn't a strictly build one unit and another unit and you win the entire game. I find it's a lot more interesting, plus the factions were a lot more unique and diversified. So, I haven't played this in a very long time. I used to play this with Raffle, Herpy, Beagle, and I think, I want to say Sheik got in on this too a couple times, but again, it's been a while, in other words, because I haven't seen them in months. Now, you have a choice between the American Army, which is broken down into three unique factions, the 101st Airborne, the American Ranger Corps, the American Army Rangers, and we also have the Armored Group. For the British, Raffle would be the better one to tell you about this one, because he played the hell out of the British. But I remember they have the Canadians, which were siege specialists. They have the Red Berets, which are their commandos, deep striking forces. And I can't remember for the life of me what the third one was. Again, basically it'll be a selection of the Commonwealth is what it'll be. On the opposing side, which I tended to play more of, which would be the German side, we have the Wehrmacht, which is broken up into three different factions as well. Basically, each side has three factions between the Wehrmacht and the Panzer Elite. I'm going to be playing as the Wehrmacht, as I had a lot more luck with them when I was younger. The Panzer Elite were more of an infantry-heavy build that then started to snowball later in the game and got a lot of heavy tanks, but were limited use and very high in resource count. So after a while, it was very interesting. Raffle and I have two very distinct playstyles, and Raffle is a lot more risky with his troops' lives than I am. So playing as the Panzer Elite, he did some very, very filthy and unorthodox things that, well, won him more games than it lost. However, if he ever had a full unit wipe, it's extremely difficult to come back from that. And I'm not a fan of the Vire River Valley, but for a game like this, there it is, Lyon. This is one of my favorite maps of all time. You have a lot of different ways to flank the enemy, but you also have these choke points that force you to fight out really heavy, intense battles in certain locations, versus just kind of going willy-nilly like some of the maps do. Also, the AI knows where you are at all times. That's just the way the game plays. It's not a matter of having line of sight so much as having situational awareness. So, for example, if you're moving through a certain street, they'll know you're there and move to attack you. However, they're also very good about reaction time. So, for example, they're not going to be pre-firing at you once they come into contact and your line of sight vanishes. But they'll know where you are theoretically, so as to kind of like, alright, we need to move in and secure this courtyard. They don't know where you've ensconced your troops, but they know you're somewhere in the area. And absolutely Raffle, oh god, advanced Panzer Elite tank busters are horrifying. Now, I tend to like going with the AI being Wehrmacht just because they tend to be less, well, stupid. But because we're giving them the British, and the British are the undisputed masters of digging in with their artillery because of the way they're built, we're going to be doing it both ways. I want to show off most of the different units that are available to us. Now, this little cog icon is a reason for this. which is, this was introduced in the latest expansion to the game itself. They brought in different choices, so each army has roughly 2 to 3 options they can pick and choose from. For example, the choice for the Americans to get the M18 Hellcat versus the M10 Tank Destroyer. M10 Tank Destroyer is slower, has a lot less of a turn radius. The Hellcat, however, can ambush, which gains an damage and penetration, I believe, bonus when you first start off firing, but then again you are exposed. Plus, the Hellcat is a lot faster than the M10. In fact, that's why I prefer it. The armored car for the Americans, replacing the M8 with the T-17. Kind of two sides to the same coin as well, but I just prefer the T-17 because it's a lot more reliable in what I have found. I have never used the Kangaroo character. I wholly direct you to Raffle Lobster in that one. Hey, Brigadier, welcome back. And yes, you definitely did. I still haven't unlocked this one because you have to go through and play the campaign, and it seems like every time that this game gets updated, it continues to forget that I've already played the damn campaign. So, to heck with that. I don't know why this is toggled. I hate the Geschützwagen. I do not like it at all. It's a good ambush weapon, but the Stug 4 is just so much better in my opinion. And I will gladly kick the motorcycle to the curb to have my Schwimmwagen, because those are fun. But, since we're going to be playing as the Wehrmacht, we don't really need to get into much in the ins and outs of the Panzer Elite just yet. But that's basically, I just wanted to elaborate for you why some units you'll see are different between two factions that are playing identical armies. Not only that, but you can have two factions playing the same specialty group and still have different units fighting it out on the map. Man, I'm actually excited to play this. I haven't played this game in a long time. We proceed to the French town of Lyon, which, if I remember correctly, has... Alright. Well, I'm going to want an infantry quarter, so the Wehrmacht. Let's get another of these guys out. Now, there's different ways to go through and play this. Manpower is dictated not only by what you begin the game with, but also by capturing more manpower points. As this one with the bullets above it would be a munitions point. These are... Well, hold on, I need to have these guys go do something. Yes, go here. Capturing these points will increase that, as will capturing victory points along as you go. Fuel points for your vehicles, as well as upgrading to different tiers. Now, every faction has their own way of doing this. For the Wehrmacht, it's a lot more straightforward. You begin with a Kampfkraft Center, and as you go, you can upgrade your troops individually to better tiers of veterancy. And... oh yeah, bridges. We don't talk about your bridge bullshittery, Raffle. That's just too much. But, other factions, you have to actually research it as a whole or individually. For example, the British have to have certain key structures in place before they're ever actually allowed to upgrade. Whereas for us, for example, I'll show you once this completes, but for now, let's just go ahead and focus on getting an MG team up. Followed shortly thereafter by a Volksgrenadier. I'm a big fan of the Volks. They don't start off very strong, but they do become much more powerful, especially in melee combat later. And since this is finished, as you can see, veteran infantry squads, 100 manpower and 30 gas. Requisition veteran infantry squads. Call in Eastern Front veterans, Volksgrenadiers, Grenadiers, Stormtroopers, Knights Cross holders, and officers. That is huge for what you're paying. It helps out over time. However, bear in mind, doing this, gasoline is very, very scarce when the game begins. You have to kind of shepherd your resources, otherwise you'll lose out a great deal. And they've already taken one of the VPs, so... we're going to start heading up in this direction with the MGs. I need you to rebuild this bridge. By the way, rebuilding bridges in this looks so cool, so we'll keep checking back in on them as we go. We do have enough, we have more than enough now for a Volksgren, so we'll bring them. And, right. Upgrading to different phases with the Wehrmacht is important. By having this, we're going to unlock new buildings that will allow us to upgrade or bring in better tiers of troops. And wow, the enemy's just like, nope, I'm not having any of this. So we're gonna have to try and take this, on second thought. Let's stall. Build those. They're moving in. Now, I don't trust the AI to really do its own job. They're doing it alright here, but they're leaving a lot of places open. Now, as you can see here, they're building it out much like you would imagine on a normal bridge. They're putting in spars, suspending it, and then putting it over with different tacks that will allow you to move over it. Bridges sizes also vary up how you're going to be moving. Yeah, don't forget this game has HQ victories. Very important. Destroying the HQs of your opposing factions or having your own destroyed will count you out as being lost from the game. So, in our case, it's this barricaded building here, the Reich headquarters. For our friends in the Panzer Elite, they're a little bit, well, they start off with the same. It's not like in Company of Heroes 2 where, alright, I have no idea what they're using yet. But let's go ahead and be a little bit of a troll. Let's start taking more territory here. We'll kind of, again, what you're seeing here in these yellow lines are actually the sight lines and the firing arcs for the vehicle, or troops and vehicles as well. So I'm going to give them the widest angle possible to cover the street, and well as these two streets and the buildings they're adjacent to. Now, I don't necessarily agree with how they did it in the second game of Company of Heroes, which is more of a, I can kind of hit you wherever the hell you are as long as you're within range, whereas in this one, if you're obscured behind a building, or if you're behind something like, say, all of this, you're not as much a threat as you would otherwise be. However, with that said, there are times in the game where you can get shot in the second one through areas that are otherwise impassable terrain. For example, we've had in the past, Raffle can attest to this, we've been shot at through the floor, we've been shot at through a copse of trees that you can't pass through and you can't see through. And as you'll soon find out, this game has magic mortars. In this alternate history of World War II, the Nazis and the Allies both have heat-seeking guided projectiles in the form of mortars. And if anyone's historically accurate, they'll realize that technology didn't come about for another 40 to 60 years, depending upon how complex you want to get with it. I'm going to put some tank traps here because I like limiting what the enemy can do with their tanks before the game truly begins. I'm just paranoid that way. So let's get you into better cover. By the way, I'm going to go over that in just a moment. Put a fuel devo here and bump that up. Yellow cover is partial cover, red cover is negative cover, and when you're in green cover you get a bonus to incoming damage, as well as you're not as likely to break from suppression. Alright, we don't... aren't those regular? Yep, regular riflemen. And our ally has lost the middle again. Now, normally working with Raffle, I can rely on him to take over most of the side points because, well, he knows what he's doing. The AI is more of a, I have a theory as to what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'll let you know whether or not it's the practical. Alright, see, yep, we suppressed the squad, and the enemy decided to retreat them rather than risk them getting pinned down. Now, these squad upgrades are... Ooh, that's a good example. If your troops become overwhelmed, it's far better to retreat them than to have them fall off and die, because reinforcing a squad member only takes about 20 to 50 points depending upon what you're doing, whereas replacing an entire squad can be upwards of 250 to 300. See, we've upgraded, and it's visible on the model as well with our beautiful new submachine guns, which we're about to show them why it's a bad idea to leave a flank exposed. Now they're in yellow cover, so I'm going to hop back into green cover with a better firing arc, and plus they're coming out of their cover to try and meet me here. Now, the Allies are notorious for this, so I'm going to watch for it. There it is. There's the grenade, and they stopped. Range also has a factor in this game. So, for example, submachine guns are far better in melee, and melee ranging out to about, I'd say, medium range. After that, they start to fall off and don't do quite as much damage. Now, they still do damage because, again, it is a gun that you're firing at someone. They're done, so I don't need to put anything else here. They'll retreat and find another use for themselves. I'm going to push this up. Ooh, kangaroo transport. Not fun. However, our Volksgrenadiers come equipped with Panzerfaust, which we can pay 35 munitions to fire. Depending upon the facing and distance, as well as the lucky rolls within the game's engine, you can do some disgusting things with that. Hey, good. You're welcome, Raffle. I know that you love this game, so being able to have you reinstall it and enjoy it, that makes my day, because I loved this game. And I know you loved it too, so being able to play this again with you and the guys will be really, really great. Ooh! No, you don't do that. Come on, get him, guys. Yes! Now, XP is also important. You'll see those popping up above you, the enemies' heads. That actually pertains to our command level. Company commanders unlock points that will eventually dictate how you play. For example, defensive doctrine, blitzkrieg, or terror. Doesn't seem like there's much going on the map right now, so I'll briefly go over this. Defensive doctrines, a lot of heavy artillery that's in a fixed location, as well as defensive counterstrikes with heavy-hitting troops. Blitzkrieg, very fast. Raffle is more of terror tactics, but is focused on... Hold on. Oh, they've got some things here, and a mortar pit, too. This is what makes the Brits such a pain in the butt to dislodge once they get onto a point. Their infantry are tough, base, just once you add infantry commanders to them, they become that much more implacable. And they're very quick to put emplacements up, and the emplacements are not weak. Oh, get out of there! Alright, see, the grenade almost caught them, but I was able to retreat them. Retreating units have a much higher chance to avoid damage. Not only that, but it has the benefit of giving them slightly up for defensive bonus. Now, here's one of the major reasons why I love Company of Heroes 1 versus Company of Heroes 2. Company of Heroes 2, if you initiate a retreat, you're untouchable, nigh an act of God. Where in this game, if you're stupid and you're caught out and your enemy has something on you like a flank or a machine gun or starts throwing grenades and other delightful surprises for you, you will get wiped out for your silliness. Company of Heroes 2, it's like, it doesn't really favor me right now, so I'm just going to say, flip table, go back to base, we'll try this again. And I really loathe that, especially for the fact that the AI in the second game seems to, now again, someone can tell me I'm wrong and I'll look at the facts. Ooh, it touched off the fuel. Alright, so don't stand in that. Persistent fire does damage you, unless you're in a vehicle, in which case you don't really care. But that's one of the dangers of being a flamethrower trooper in any world war. If you get hit with that, you're going to suffer. It's not a matter of if, you will suffer. Now, that we're back within adjacency to either a bunker or one of these locations we can reinforce here. Again, 22 points. Not much. Ooh. Okay. I think we're going to have to fall back from this. Yeah, let's get some pack guns up, though. Alright, good. We've captured our fuel point. We can move back. And again, our ally is not really doing much in the realm of trying to... Man, he's trying, but that's an armored target. So, before we lose too much more off of him, we'll just call a retreat. Let's go ahead and start reinforcing some of our back 40. We've got the manpower to do so. Now, you'll notice that reinforcing didn't heal the other troopers that were already damaged. So, we'll go ahead and apply a med kit to them for the measly cost of 30 munitions. Now, as you heard, veterancy has been gained. This applies to all of our support squads, which will help make them a little bit more reliable in a fight. And we see we push them off of it, and they're going to come back. So we'll ambush them as they come through here. And he retreated, which is the wise thing to do. He didn't have a favorable position to take it. Alright, pack gun is ready. Pack guns are fantastic anti-tank weapons, and you can see here they have a long range. They're a little bit slow, they're vulnerable to snipers as well as a lot of open-aired weapons, or blast weapons I should say, so something like a mortar or a grenade, or if the Americans get close enough, a sticky grenade will pop these things very, very quickly. But this is one of the cool things about the German pack gun. It can ambush by going camouflaged. First strike ambush bonus against enemy units. So let's go ahead and shroud. Yeah, sure. I love the voice actors in this game. Yeah, sure, we'll hide it. This giant gun. Folks are taking file. Folks, hit that with a Panzerschreck. This brave soul's about to try, and ooh! He did well. Alright, back it off. Oh, get out of there. Alright. Forget building that. That's a horrible idea when under pressure. Get back to cover. We'll start moving our pack gun up. And have our now healed squad move forward and try and attack these guys. Now, pioneers are not by themselves weak, but they're more of a support unit. They're meant for the construction of fortifications and the clearing out of enemy units that have been entrenched in a building with their flamethrowers. Not only that, but finding mines is also really huge against human players. The AI is not as prevalent with using grenades as human players are. For example, I'm quite the fan because, well, for one, who really expects people to spend 25 munitions a mine to mine a small street? Whereas I'll happily pop an entire street of enemies with mines just because it's vexing and it's kind of a dick move and the AI rarely pays that much attention, which works for me. So start healing, reinforcing. I'm going to bring in a half-track. Half-tracks are great for mobile reinforcement. Alright, see now we're fighting a mixed group. We've got the Americans here and we've got some British troopers here. We're pinned because this one has a bar, and bars are, if anyone remembers their history correctly, a Browning automatic rifle. They're sort of like a light machine gun in that way. They're very good at what they do. They have an ability to suppress, and the further suppressed you are, you take more damage. So by putting them into green cover, I'm going to start fighting counteracting this negative modifier on my troops. See how it's fading away to yellow? They're starting to fight back more effectively, and they're going to start winning. Yes, Kampfwagen. Get up here. By the way, in my excitement, I might delve into some really, shitty American versions of German, so by all means, if I'm saying something wrong, tell me how to pronounce it. If I'm butchering it too badly, I'm going to apologize to you up front. But I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Because I'm a shit. So, we're going to upgrade another level. They still haven't gone across the river to take that, so that's feeding us a nice little supply of gasoline to keep using. Now, half-tracks are very good at reinforcing in the field. However, they're very thin on the armor side. Against small arms, not really a problem. Against, say, armored vehicles or pack guns, it's another story entirely. In fact, I'm going to have to break the ambush on this one because I need more speed. I don't know what my ally is doing, but he's not doing very much, which is kind of disheartening to me. You guys, hop in. One thing I always wished was, another allied pack gun. Let's see which pack gun wins this fight. Well, we'll go a step ahead and have them run up here. Thankfully, pack guns cannot be retreated, so if you screw up with those, there's a very high chance you'll just be overwhelmed. We've escalated to the next combat phase. Now, that's not to say that the enemy holding a pack gun are defenseless. The troops, as you saw, they took a pot shot and killed one of the Volksgrenadiers. They do have their own munitions that go with this game. Oh, crap. Oh, okay, so they're going heavily on the armor, so I think we're going to do the same. We're going to stop investing so heavily into troops, aside from pioneers and probably a few Volks, just to kind of hold what we have. Let's go ahead and put this trooper in here. The Axis have less than 750 points. Now, part of the reason I chose to go with 1,000 points as opposed to the normal of 750 is because I'm rusty, and, well, I wanted to have the game last a while so we could actually enjoy it and kind of go over a few things in it as opposed to just going, well, here's the game at 250 points, here's the blitz, and thank you, goodbye. I don't really approve of doing that in a game that's this in-depth and this fun to play. It's just something that, and, I'm not sure if that's our artillery or an enemy's calling in a defensive, or ours calling in defensive they're attacking, but that's a lot of armored cars, and that displeases me immensely. Okay, where's you need to fall back? I'm going to need you. Deeply introspective, Alright, we're going to have to, since they're raiding in our territory with impunity, I'm going to do the same. Yes, we lost the building that was in, which counts as a unit, because it is technically a unit, and so is that, because that's an enemy tank. They've rushed tanks. Okay, you, out of there. You can't stand against a Sherman. Get out of there. Yeah, let's move. We don't really have much space. I built wrong. I built so wrong. We're not going to build over there, because that's going to ask for us to get kicked in the teeth. Damn kangaroo transports. Oh, is that a crocodile? No, it's a regular. Panzerschreck that, boys. Oh, and that took the hit for it. Alright, get into cover. The cover's going to shred really quickly, but the longer I can make them last, the better I'll have a chance to hit them with more Panzerfausts. Now, light armored transports like that are not immune to small arm fire, and they're not immune to the MG fire of these behemoths. So, let's try one more time. Come on, Hans, do it. Ooh, another good hit, but it's probably not going to be enough. Now, if we can... Ooh, yes, we killed one of their lieutenants. This is important to note. The British have a very restrictive command chain, which is if you can take out their lieutenants, captains, and colonels, I believe the third tier is colonel, respectively, they are then further restricted in the troops they can bring into the fight. Also, we're going to upgrade with one of my favorite things, the Walking Stuka. It basically turns our little half-tracks into mobile artillery platforms that are gorgeous at what they do. They terrorize troops and armor alike, and I couldn't get them out of there in time. However, they did just buy us some time, so their sacrifice was not in vain. Alright, this should be... Panzer Command complete. Time for a Panther. And I haven't chosen a doctrine yet, which is really stupid on my part. Alright, Blitzkrieg, Defensive, Terror. Overwhelming Force. You know what? Since our ally's not really pulling his weight, we're probably going to have to go more aggressive. So we'll go with the Blitzkrieg Doctrine. Armored Assault Force, or Blitzkrieg Assault. Stormtroopers, and that'll do. Oh no! Get out of there! Don't die! Also, I'm one of those people who really savors having their troops live. I'm not one of the ones who will throw them away needlessly, like over here. So, where... Ah, the Walking Stuka is ready. Blast them. Oh boy, here we go. Yes, get them! Oh! Yeah, they're not getting up. Target that. And this is... Oh. I do want to point out that armor facing is a key point in this game. So, for example, firing on someone's rear armor generally is the best way to destroy an enemy tank. Also, this is another problem I always have with this game, is the AI likes to drive ass first towards the enemy. Which can be very infuriating. Oh, the beauty that is the Panther. Move up, my little tank. Move up. Let's go ahead and bring in a Ostwind Flak Panzer, because you can't have enough Flak Panzer. Flak Panzers are amazing. They can target not only aircraft, but also enemy... Oh, hello. Ooh. You're not going to run from that one? Oh, don't start that. Fire here. Oh, this is another point that I'd like to point out. In this game, you have to actually be able to see what you're shooting at. You can't just go, oh. I'd like you to do that in some time before the next millennium. Fire. Fire. Yep. Alright, now the Greyhound's figured out. It's like, you know what? Maybe fighting this tank isn't the best idea. But back to the Flak Panzer. Alright, blast him. Oof. Whoa. I just feel that the first Company of Heroes was much finer tuned and had a lot more of the smaller details that really made it shine and were special than Company of Heroes 2. I hate being the one to say that, but it feels right to say it, because I really do think it reflects the game more accurately. Alright, so we have to break this chokehold because we're losing points. We're already down to 600. The enemy has barely lost any. They hold all 3 command points. I'm going to dispatch an assault team. Because, well, not only that, we should give them assault grenadiers. Alright, now, the Americans have gone with the Rangers, which are a fantastic unit. In fact, one of the more viable tactics is to spam them. because they are, well, not only are they equipped with bazookas, which are very reliable, I should say, form of anti-tank. They come with 2 of them. And they can be later upgraded to use Thompsons, which make them extremely competent in... Whoa! Okay, they're done. There's no way they can... Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to lose this one just because I don't have the troops I need for this. Like, my AI ally is, like, all over the map. He's not really cooperating with me. Alright, you two, target that. You target that. I don't know what's causing that massive explosion, but I don't like it, so... I'm gonna let the larger tanks keep doing the... Whoa! He tries to run, but will he escape? He's gonna... Come on. Alright, we're gonna have to come around behind this group. And you can see here we're already having... We've got some problems, and by some I mean quite a few. We're fighting off against the Rangers here. Let's call in more stormtroopers. More troops. Alright, they're retreating. They've already got 1 bar of veterancy. Jeez. These poor troops. They're fighting as hard as they can, but it's just not enough. Alright, let's go ahead and make you a little more killy against infantry. We'll upgrade you with the MP44 Sturmgewehr. I love stormtroopers. They are one of the best units in this, and much unlike their Star Wars compatriots, these guys can actually hit something. Again, I don't know why this Hetzer is way the hell out here doing nothing. But I think once we're repaired up, we're going to push in on the enemy's command posts. And Rothwell is absolutely correct. The Germans are very much a late-game, heavy-armored, steamrolling faction. Once they get going, they're a lot more difficult to stop. Get on the repairs. Population cap reached. Blitzkrieg options are now available. Alright, move over there. See if we can kill that and save our ally. Again, I really don't know why the AI is getting their butt kicked quite ferociously like this, but yeah, if they'd pull their weight... This happens a lot with smaller skirmish games. If your AI doesn't do something within the first 10 to 15 minutes, it's very unlikely that they're going to contribute much beyond that point. Because just the confluence of the way they work, they just goof up and they kind of figure it's like, well, we've lost the game, throw it. I don't ascribe to that. It's one of those like, you fight till the very last ticket point clicks down or until your base blows up. And the game and I disagree on that. Gosh, I love Pioneers. Get to Vec. Tonight's beverage break is brought to you by Westafon. Alright, so now that we have the Blitzkrieg option, all tanks and armored vehicles move more quickly, crush everything in their path, and fire more frequently. Infantry sprint to keep pace. We're not going to be bringing the infantry for this one. We're going to go a little crazy because we're losing quite a bit, quite frequently. So we're going to... Oh, we're going to blow right through this, hopefully. If they track us, we're screwed, but hopefully it won't come to that. I'm going to wait till we get to about here, and then I'm going to pop Blitzkrieg. Alright, let's do it. Look at the speed increase. We're going to go right through this barricade. Don't stop for anything. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Don't stop. Do not stop. That just means the enemy can shoot you that much faster. Move. Yes, we've broken through, much like the Germans did in actuality. Come on. Go, go, go. Alright, avoid the tank traps. We'll skirt through here. Your machine gun nest will not stop superior German armor. Nor will that supply truck. Alright, you two, target that. Oh, that's not going well for them. Well, let's go ahead and push into the base, because we don't really need to chase down that truck right now. Alright, avoid that. Move in here. You capture that. And this poor vehicle, I mean, it's been hit with so many rockets, I don't even think it knows how to move anymore. Alright, we've broken through their machine gun nest. We're in their actual base now. This must have been the British one. Ah, another point. Much like the Panzer Elite, the British are very mobile. They can uproot their base and move out to gain bonuses depending upon where they set them down. For example, putting them inside a munitions point grants them increased munitions, territory control. And the fuel ones where I really find they shine. But again, it's up to how you as the player decide to command your troops, either going for an armored doctrine, artillery doctrine, things of that nature. It's really what you need to gain the most from which resources. Freezing the economy for the short time. No, let's hold out for the armored bonus. And I love the fact that you can fire, like, anything with a turret can swivel and fire as you're moving. So, for example, the hull is still moving in the primary direction which you chose. But, again, with the Stug, it's a forward-firing vehicle. Take out that supply depot. I'm going to park this guy right here to make him as much of a nuisance as possible for any retreating infantry, because the enemy will retreat their troops to try and combat this. But by doing this, half-track unit has kaputted. That's not good. Get back. Get back. Do not die. Let's go ahead and build this, because we need our infantry back. Even though we're currently at a pop limit, that's alright. Alright, see, they're retreating to try and stop me from attacking their base. I'll have the 2 armored units attack this, while the Flak Panzer tends its beautiful weapon against all the infantry that are swarming back. Now, as you see, they've come back. These are regular infantrymen. One of them tried to go for a throw with a sticky grenade, but the Flak Panzer's just not having any of it. It's using a weapon designed to take out aircraft and light vehicles against unarmored human beings. So you can imagine the results are quite severe. Let's pop Blitzkrieg so we can fire faster. I'm not going to be moving so much. I'm using them as an armored station so much. And again, the fire rate. So this is curtailing the Americans' ability to fight back. They won't be able to produce units until they build them more, or build more buildings, or if they can shoo me out of here, which is not likely going to happen. What was that from? Ooh, things are coming. Wait, what? Oh, tank destroyer. Target that. Destroy it. Target the tank destroyer. Blast it, boys. Now again, here's where vision plays a big part in this. He's gonna go hide, be a little shit. But now that's dead, as you see, we gain the line of sight. We can now fight back. However, we're still at a disadvantage because he'll be hiding somewhere over here. Woohoo! Back up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Too many bazookas. Oh, this is bad. Back it up. Back it up. And that's an artillery strike. So we're gonna keep falling back a little bit. The armor skirts took that, which is good. Let's just keep breaking stuff, because it's always fun to torment your enemy. Alright, target that. MG Cruise pivot, target. I'll continue using the Stug Assault for the purpose. And those look to be British commandos. Probably British commandos. Shit. And there, as you can see, throwing a sticky grenade against a target is diabolical because it can pop it. And these guys, as you can see, they have 4 bazookas. This is part of the how the game handles drops. So for example, a squad that starts with 2 bazookas, you can pick up further weapons off of the ground from fallen enemies or allies alike. Alright, throw some grenades, boys. Clear them out. Use your munitions. Do it. Alright, it's ticking down. Ooh, good. Do not let those red berets escape. Good work. Alright, so they're about to gain another level of veterancy. The British were very kind enough to give us a fresh vehicle to... Oh no. Let's back that up. Back it up! Now, one thing the Company of Heroes 2 did, which I highly approve of, is they've given tanks the reverse option. This one you have to manually do it and just kind of keep hoping they don't turn their butt towards whatever you don't want them to be attacking. In the second one, you can just hit a button and it's like, oh, you want us to actually reverse like a sensical person. Alright. And they'll try for it.
We must use our medical kits.
Ja, we must. Pop gap breached, which is kind of a killer, but that's alright. Let's get me another flak panzer. Love me some flak panzer. Alright, so really do need you to go pick at least a few points up so that we'll stop losing things. And Rangers are call-in, so there's never go... Whoa! Why are you here? Alright, target that. That was the one that escaped me earlier. Destroyed engine. As you can see here, it's popped off from the actual engine block. And it doesn't matter, it's now out of control. Alright, come on boys. Get them. Alright, we took out the vehicle. Now we're taking out the squad. We're out of munitions, so popping Blitzkrieg is no longer an option. And this also applies to the fact that we basically have no territory to fight with. I'm into my final reserves, as it were. There isn't anything left for me to truly fight with. I have just manpower, and that's about it. I have a little bit of fuel, but when things go against me, we're pretty much screwed. So I'm going to need these guys to play a pivotal role in capturing points. In fact, I don't even have... I don't even have enough infantry to build a repair station, do I? Ah, I knew I had a unit lurking around out here somewhere. I'll use them to back cap. Also, bear in mind that your territories, which are highlighted here, as you can see by territories blue, obviously for you, red being the enemy, connecting territory is what allows you to gain resources from stations that are further out. So, for example, here, by not controlling this single point, my allies' territory and mine they're broken. They're not connected, which will be signified by something blinking, such as this. So, once this is captured by my stunningly useful Volks, who have been kicking ass in the name of the Reich, I shall send them here to get more manpower, which will increase our... Whoa, whoa, whoa! You shouldn't be doing that. Oh, wow, that's a lot of artillery. That's British artillery, if ever I've seen one. Oh, the engine took a hit. Yeah, but the Americans are pretty much out of the game, so... yeah. Worth it. Alright, let's get them over here. We'll start attacking their positions. What's attacking our base? Alright, they've got a sniper rifle. Not the nicest thing you could be doing. Do we have any reserves to which I can use? Point captured... Vehicle under attack from what? Ah, more Rangers, because, you know, the world needs that. Captured that. And the Stug, I'm going to say it, this version of the Stug is an assault gun. It's meant for leveling structures and taking down fortifications. It's not going to be the most accurate at long range. It's an assault gun, with the keyword on that being assault. Get into the enemy and start destroying them. This one's more of a... yeah, I'm trying to keep it back and use it as a long-range artillery piece because I can't risk it getting destroyed. I need it to survive. Now, the Ostwind has put in work and freed up that location for our ally to capture it. Let's go ahead and move in there and attack the lieutenant, because I'm pretty sure that's where the artillery came in from. Alright, we've just about taken this gas point back, which is good. Oh god, I feel so bad every time I see a vehicle with a popped engine. You could get out and walk faster, really. Ooh, that is one dedicated man. Oh hey, more bazookas in my butt, because that's just how the Americans play. Also, kind of wondering where they're getting called in from. We've killed everything they have, but they're still calling in troops, which is making me a little mad. Let's see. Alright, so... why haven't we captured this yet? Come on, guys. Step it up. Good. Alright. I'm going to send them on a mission deep within enemy territory. Alright, now while they're retreating, they can only take kind of snapshots with their primary weapons. They can't really use their special weapons. However, that won't be a problem when this game turns around and decides I don't need to exist anymore. Calling a Tiger heavy tank. Yes! Where is the beauty that is the Tiger? That probably ate up most of my manpower reserves, but I'm A-okay with this. Also, one of these, because that's super useful. Get out of here, Americans. Alright. You boys, I know you should be doing something to help out our ally, but he's been pretty useless this entire game. So I'm going to put more emphasis on my own troops over his, because I actually want to win. Stormtroopen. And these also have the benefit of camouflage within structures, within terrain, and the fact they have assault grenades and bundled grenades makes them a double threat against infantry. And I'd be super fascinated to know where this artillery is coming in from that's starting to harass my tank, but let's just move. It's not the best place to be. Also, just to mess with them a little bit further, let's put in some barbed wire in one of the areas they come across in. And here comes the Tiger tank. Not the swiftest on the turn, but that tank gun will take out anything it's got. I'm going to anchor you here to protect the weaker, already damaged vehicles. Stormtroopers can backcap some more munitions for us. Now, this is funny, actually, because once you start taking territory and you really start to push the enemy back, it's like your AI ally wakes up and goes, "Oh, well, I should probably help." Huh. And, of course, now they're actually trying to take territory and fight, which is kind of cute. Because we got pushed all the way down to 78 points out of 1,000 before the AI woke up and was like, do you think he needs help? Maybe? A little? I don't know. Put some more barbed wire there. By the way, barbed wire and sandbags are free. They just take up time for the units that can do that. However, I can't stress enough how important it is early game. If you have barbed wire in critical locations, you can really mess with the pathing on certain units and ruin their day, especially if you manage to wall it off where they can't pass through it at all. So instead of popping in through here and being able to move up and throw grenades or leech around here, they'd have to walk all the way around this building, come back around and hit me. All the while, they'll be under attack from this. But, of course, just like that's demonstrated, the British don't care about driving on the road. Any vehicle of a certain weight class can... Oof! There we go. Any vehicle of a certain weight class can break through and destroy any barricade that you've put up. Barring tank traps, but normally only engineers and pioneers can do that. Do you want to look around? Yes, because I want to brag a little bit. By the way, note the attention to detail. The heavily damaged vehicle has now taken damage to its, not only the structure, but it's starting to lose the armor plating on the side. It's got carbon scoring and scratching on the steel. It's gotten worn down to the straight metal. Vents are exposed and popped open on this. I mean, they're charred from the destruction they've been taking. Just the little things like this, the detail that went into this game, and it's an older game too. Just, again, check out this. Look at this. Not only is he wearing a helmet, but he's got the full-on welding mask on over it that actually fits. Well, it kind of clips on that, but we'll pretend that's not there. We'll look at this one for now. It sits over it. Everything has a weight and a shift and a feel to it. There's debris strewn all over the place. It's just a good game. I love this game. And it took me forever to actually get this stupid thing to work. Raffle will attest, when it was not a Steam version game, when it was just a standalone Relic title, which, again, Relic doesn't... Relic, in recent years, doesn't know how to make games anymore, really. They kind of take other titles and they ruin them. But, back in the day when they actually cared, this can be a perfect example of a good game. Alright, let's check out our infantry. We produced 24, and we called... Now, produced versus casualties is not always accurate, because it doesn't count calling in troops from off the battlefield. So, for example, the stormtroopers we called in did die at least 3-4 times. Probably the 5th one was the one we actually managed to keep. Oh, come on, Raffle. Look at the Dawn of War series and tell me they didn't slowly degrade over time until they lost sight of what an RTS actually is. Friendly fire is actually a thing in this game, but because the AI got destroyed in the early game, they didn't really contribute anything to it. However, the kill ratio is where it matters. You might have lost X amount of troops, but did you make the enemy pay more than you did? And did you win? Also veterancy, because why not? Same thing here applies. Raffle and I have had more than a few friendly fire incidences, and some of them were deliberate. Structures and territory. Again, all kind of interesting information that post-game breaks down for you, especially if you're playing against people and you kind of want to have a better way of building up for where you feel you can improve, or a build order you'd like to try, or what units really stood out for you as your MVPs, which, again, is something I appreciate in the second Company of Heroes. At the end of the game, they'd go, Tank Destroyer, MVP, and things like that for what you had. Oh, there's new news? No, there isn't. There's only 2 people in this game, and I'm not ranked, which is hilarious. Alright, so we played the last round as the Germans, the faction I'm actually good with. Let's go ahead and play the faction I'm not good with. We're going to delve into the Allies. We're going to bring the British as allies, because I don't know how to play as the Commonwealth troops in the first place. I meant to make them PE. Alright, Lyon's a good one. I remember Quiche-Lorraine was awful. Gilroy's Harbor, oh god, you mean the killing fields? Was it Declare? No. Which was it? There was one we used to play a lot. That's too many. We're going to keep it to a 2v2 for now, in the interest of time as well as balance. The Via River Valley. That's the one. Alright, just really quick here, I want to double check exactly what troops I have. Hellcat, Armored Car. Alright, we're good. You see, that's where we disagree, Raffle. I prefer Dawn of War 1 to Dawn of War 2, because it felt more like an RTS title. Dawn of War 2 felt more like an RTS that delved more into RPG kind of thing, with having to pick up the gear. You had smaller squad sizes. They weren't as thematically accurate to the lore and the story setting, and it felt clunkier, less streamlined when building and commanding troops. Now, admittedly, there was a lot more micromanaging involved with grenades, retreating, cover usage, as well as vehicle placement, which I will grant you takes a lot more skill to do. Not just that, Raffle, but it's also the fact that a lot of the things they did, they left out, or they glossed over things that they really shouldn't have in regards to gameplay. Again, it's kind of late, but how do I wrap up another game succinctly? They took their own outlook on it, but they took that outlook and warped the story that they were taking their outlook from to form into their narrative. And now, unlike Pioneers, which start with 2, our engineers of the United States military begin with 3. They also come equipped with the option for flamethrowers and minesweepers. That's universal to the construction crews. They also can cut barbed wire, just like their German counterparts. Also, the voice acting in this game is phenomenal. I love it. Asses and elbows, people! Asses and elbows! As for how long I'm going to be playing Raffle, probably until I get tired or pissed off, one of the two. Probably both, because I love Company of Heroes 1. And all the nostalgia, all the feels, and all the cool things about this game that really make me appreciate this title are super hyping me up to play more of it. Oh, by the way, like any good RTS title, the more you click on a unit, the more irate they get, and they start going into special voice lines, which are fun to listen to. Especially with this kind of an accent, it just, Alright, so before the AI forgets that it's supposed to be going after VPs, we'll remind them. Oh, wait, no. Go there. Go, go, go. Infantry. The riflemen, as opposed to the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers were children, men that were not normally fit for fighting, or the elderly who were veterans of the First World War. They were basically considered second-line troopers, whereas riflemen were the bread and butter of the military that was the United States Army at the time. The riflemen, unlike the Volksgrenadiers, which again do have the usefulness of field fortifications, and the beautiful usage of the Panzerfaust, you can upgrade them, the riflemen, to be a jack of all trades, or dedicate them to the one thing you truly want. Hand grenades are fantastic AoE weapons against... yeah, let's not get the piss kicked out of us. Let's get to cover. Let's flank these guys. They do cost munitions, much like anything you fire. Sticky bombs are a good anti-vehicle deterrent. In fact, I've got a good story for all of you watching right now. Raffle is a troll, and it's a good kind of troll. Not the one that makes you mad, or the one that makes you really hate something. He's the type that will pull off something so unprecedented or unique that you'll be sitting there with your mouth open going, huh?
Enemy unit down.
Also, Steve Bloom is in this. Much like he's in everything. Steve Bloom is everywhere. And there was when we used to play this a lot, whenever he played the Allied faction, he would always take the commander that had the best options for infantry. And he would build just a crap load of riflemen, like an absurd number, to the point where anyone more sensical would be sitting there going, you should balance this. And he's like, nah, I got this. And by doing that, I can't... What was that one game? What was the map going on? It was like a 6v6 map, or sorry, 4v4 map. And he ended up killing this entire... Imagine a field this size, littered with the corpses of tanks and Allied riflemen, because he would just run them at them going, throw all the sticky bombs! He was throwing them like they were going out of style and they were about to expire. And if he didn't throw them, they'd just... Oh, grenade incoming! Ooh, he got one. I still wish... I think we still have that save somewhere. But he ended up killing hundreds of tanks, I think, between those and the light armored vehicles. We were going in through like a 1,000 game match. But normally you would think, I'm sacrificing dozens of men to take out armored vehicles. And that sounds horrific when I say it like that. But, and again, I add that but here, the enemy was going pure armor build. They had rarely any infantry that weren't directly dedicated to supporting their own actions. And he ended up actually holding the game, because I got beat up in the early phases of the game. And Raffle, again, much like in most games of Dodo or any other MOBA, he had to shoulder most of the responsibility himself. And he did it beautifully, because that allowed us to come back and win. We were in pretty bad straits for the points, and ooh, I didn't put this to 1,000. Whoops. Anyhow, tank traps. Fantastic for what they do. These are wonderful. Most light vehicles and medium-ranked vehicles cannot move through these without being stopped immediately, which sets them up for sticky bombs or AT guns to capitalize on their mistake.
That's it. Construction finished.
You can join me in 5 minutes, Raffle? Hell, get in here, man. Yeah, you heard the man. Up to, ladies!
Ready for battle. A fine use of army material.
And that is a poor use of British material. What the shit. I'm going to point my Vickers gun straight into this giant concrete and tank trap installed structure. Oh boy. Alright, Raffle tended to play airborne infantry, and I don't, because I just don't like them. So we'll play as the Rangers. Rapid response. Infantry and heavy weapons teams deployment time is reduced. Field fortifications. Riflemen can construct field defenses. Speeds up engineer construction. Eventually getting Rangers. Off-map artillery support. Our own 105 howitzers. You know what? Let's go with this for now, because we need to really... I love the fact that Steve Bloom's in this. Oh, I see someone forgot to build a listening post here. Oh, right. Listening post of either faction. When you put them onto a resource structure, not only do they allow you to hold them for much longer, because the enemy has to break the structure before they can cap the point, it provides a field of view around it that's much greater than it would be otherwise. In addition to this, it has the added benefit of allowing you to increase the production of resources from what you get. Now, that doesn't always work on manpower points, mind you, but with fuel, again, look at that. Beautiful increase. And with munitions. In fact, this isn't wide open area, and I'm not too happy about that, so let's go ahead and put some tank traps here, see if we can't ruin someone's day. Right. Now, whereas the Germans can just upgrade what they need, the supply yard is what you'll need to advance up the tech tree to unlock more buildings for the Americans. The British have their own way of going about it, which involves bringing in trucks, deploying trucks, having commanding officers, and then upgrading to the next layer of commanding officers, and calling in further, etc., etc. Which is partly why I don't like playing as the British. They're very powerful, but it's just not my playstyle. Now, we happen to have 2 points on the same side of the river, which is excellent for us. But we need to defend it. So, let's go ahead and start with a LMG nest, which will cover them as they're building more tank traps and other fortifications. As you can see, our redoubtable riflemen have broken out welding tools and masks and are starting to assemble tank traps. By the way, water's hell. Don't ever walk across if the enemy's shooting at you. You will take a massive penalty to that. Triage center. Let's put one of these right here. Triage centers are fantastic because any unit that retreats to this location, or stands around it basically, will heal. Not only that, but it has a quicker way of reinforcing troops. And let's see. Do it. Alright, MG nest is complete. Let's go ahead and fortify it with a tank trap. 3 should do. By the way, not normally do you hunker down and play defensively as the Americans. Normally they're more aggressive in the early game, but because we're playing victory points and not annihilation, I'm going to do just that. Because as you can see, holding 2... yeah, actually we're tied 2 for 2. What am I saying? We're tied 2 for 2. We're not losing or gaining anything, but by fortifying right now, that makes it easier for me to push on later. Because I don't have to worry about something going horrifically wrong when I start to try and fight the enemy. Speaking of which, capture that. Let's get our heavy weapons crews out. We'll add a bar to the list. No, we don't have enough fuel. Sniper. 30 cal wouldn't hurt. Fuel hurts. It really does. You guys, get over here and build one of these. What's my ally doing, by the way? Okay. Okay. He's done jack and all. Alright, get out of the river. Get out of that. Alright, attack them as they try and cross. Whoa! Olympic throwing arm right there. Holy crap, look at that.
Losing ground out there.
Also, this is one of the coolest vehicles ever created in the history of mankind. It's called the Kettengrad. Kettenkrad. I wish I had one. Not just in the game, mind you, in real life. Off-map artillery is now available. In other words, how to ruin your friend's day. Let's retreat these engineers. They'll be of more use that way. We've got our sniper. Oh, by the way, if anyone who's ever played Mass Effect will recognize the voice actor for this one.
Who am I sending home? Who do you want dead? Ready. Taking the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the redoubtable Garrus Vicarian. Cheers. Yeah, you know, that just isn't going to happen, so let's go ahead and call in some off-map artillery on these crowds. Which they're going to run away from, mind you, but kind of overkill? Yes. Satisfying? Yes. By the way, that causes terror in any troop you're fighting. Let's get you a flamethrower. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. We can give our primary infantry troop a better chance against... Hot ahead, Jerry's dead.
We have a secured sector under attack.
Good for you. Alright, these boys are ready to go. Now you see how effectively they reinforced? Having a triage station is infinitely superior to having just those little medkits the Germans start off with. I just want one more squad to... Oh. That's right, our allies... Oh, hey, he moved up! He's actually, contributing, kind of. Emphasis on the word kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the Marine Corps. Build that. Group 1. Move up.
The enemy is after our victory point.
The hell you say? Howitzers or Rangers? I think I'm going to save up for the howitzers, actually. No, Origami! He's not playing as an ally. Right now we're playing against... Well, I'm playing against the AI with the AI. And the reason for that being Raffle didn't have it installed when I first started this up, and it was kind of a random, like, oh yeah, let's play this! By the way, let's bring in artillery on that. That is a forward held position that they can take over. Basically, ooh, good, good, good. Come on, artillery, don't fail me now. Alright, you're not quite on point, but you take all the help I can get. Alright, we took out the bunker, good. That means we just have to deal with that building and take that VP point. Squat! Move it up. Alright. We're gonna need some... you don't have enough fuel. This game hates me when it comes to fuel. It's alright though. Because we're gonna do something really evil. We're going to build... Well, we can't yet. We'll save up for this. The howitzers are actually pretty strong in this game. Oh crap. Get in that building. That's right, the AT guns cannot traverse through the tank traps I put up on the both sides. So they'd have to go around the middle, which would just get them killed. Stickies. It's always a time for stickies. Must be in a captured adjacency territory. Oh boy. Alright, hey, yeah, let's capture it. Whoa! Get to cover. That's for you, stealth. I'm kind of abusing the line of sight for this, but I'm okay with doing that. It's a tank. They hurt. Now this is a nice option that a lot of games don't provide you with, is the option to hold fire. Snipers would normally just start overwatching and taking out anything that walks in here that's infantry. However, by doing that I can use them as forward observers to give me a hell of a lot more viewing radius to which to fight an enemy. Hey, Raffle, have some faith, man. We're about to take a VP point.
Listen up, people. Construction detail. Our work is done here. What's our plan?
Well, first of all, triage station. Second of all, sticky grenade to the butt. Alright, come on, boys. Get in there. Alright, that looks like a good hit. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. A few more of these and we'll actually really start to hurt them.
Losing a victory point. Logistics claims they can support rapid deployment for replacements, trying to take our territory.
Let's drop that right there on them.
Our front lines are collapsing. We have a secured sector under attack.
Alright, Panzer Grenadiers. Nice! We've turned their Stug into a forward fixed turret. Alright, let's get up there and take that out. Oh, that's a Puma. That's kind of dangerous.
Placements, trying to take our territory.
Could you focus on something that actually has some priority here?
We're losing a munitions point.
The stupidity of the AI is always fascinating to me. Yeah, that is a welcome change, Raffle. The fact that you're getting 6 to 8 hours is huge.
Enemy unit.
Shit! Can we just, like, blow this tank up, please? It's pretty much gone. I mean, the engine is on fire. Alright, we'll get through that probably sometime around Christmas, so I'll ignore that for now. Like, look at that. The AI could have held that point easily, but they decided not to, just to vex me. So I'm going to send you up here in a combat maneuver. Supported by... Also, if anyone's got a keen ear, they'll notice who that is. He's a popular character. Oh! How about no? Get to cover. Oh, get away from that. Ooh. Alright, yeah, he can't hold against... Yeah. These are marksman versions of the standard Volks troops. They're problematic. Destroy that.
Losing ground. Enemy unit. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Alright, that's gone. It has to be. Good.
Our forward emplacements, trying to take our territory.
Let's turn this into a forward forward point. Okay. Infantry's moving up. Ooh. Alright, this should, in theory, wipe this squad, but they're in green cover. I'm really afraid they're going to get another shot off with that Shrek. And it missed. Good. Ooh! Alright, can we finish him? Can we? Yes. Alright, recapture the point. Move the Staghound up to cover the roadway. Oh, right, speaking of which, vehicles on the roads move much faster than if they're off the... Oh, that's a sniper. We are holding the point. Ah! Yeah, I'll hunt snipers with an armored vehicle. I'm fine with this. Such language. Can our ally take back the point they lost? No. Alright, where's that VP? I'm afraid there's a Puma lurking out here somewhere, but at this point I need to keep moving. Eyes on me, infantry. By the way, flames are super effective against buildings. And there's the Puma. Shit. Grenadier, get it? Come on, guys, throw it. Throw it, throw it, throw it. Ah. Get back into cover. Alright, we're bringing in the Rangers. A much better armored alternative. Come on, boys. What is this? A fortification behind my fortification. You German trolls. Come on, throw it, throw it. Oh, you don't have enough munitions. Crap. Wait, did my... Oh, they blew up my Staghound. Alright, get over there. Alright, so we've captured this point. We'll move on here. Oh, yeah, that's not going to last. Get to cover. We'll take them as they approach. Yeah, we have no real munitions available to us. Thankfully, they're not trying to recap this. Alright, you get back here and heal up a little bit. I'll produce a tank gun from here. I forgot you could do that. Alright, so... Oh, they built a field station for a medic group. In what regard? Find it. Ooh, that guy got hit with a bazooka. Interesting. Man, these Brits are killing me. Just real slowly. Oh, not as slowly as that. Jeez, look at that. Get to cover. Fire. Fire another one.
The enemy stands at 300 points. Deployed to the battlefield.
Alright, they're not going to last. They have to fall back. Alright, get them reinforced. Put a rally point there. Oh, why are you still out in the open? Shouldn't be there. Alright, fall back. They're gonna get wiped.
Sector being captured.
Oh, nice. Can we follow up? Nope, we cannot follow up on that. That's suicide. Yeah, attacking the enemy inside the arcs of a machine gun is just asking to get cut down.
Just give me the shot. Just give me a rifle, one
Our supply
round,
lines are being threatened.
Why hasn't this spawned yet? Because we no longer own the territory. At the last second. That's fine.
Broken. We have territory out of supply.
Anytime you girls would like to step it up a little bit. Oh, why hello there.
Losing ground out there. Enemy unit down.
Alright, MG should open up. There we go. Get that grenade in there.
Forward supply lines are broken.
That should kill it, in theory. There we go. Now, this tends to happen a lot in the game, is you'll have infantry units moving in big blobs, which make them more susceptible to artillery and mortars, but if you send them out alone, very rarely does it end up well at this point in the game. However, we do have a 2-to-1 lead on our VPs, which is about to exponentially increase once we take these other points. Speaking of which, let's put some mines. Or we could find our own enemies' mines, because they're clever.
Breaking engagement.
Yikes, that hurt. Another thing of note, if you'll see these little pips above our troops' names, that is their level of veterancy. Unlike the Germans, who can just research the veterancy up to for whatever they need, the Americans have to earn it through fighting, capturing, building fortifications, things like that. That's why you see these little XPs popping up.
200 points.
They're down to 200 points.
Construction detail. Our way is down here. Move your ass. Let's put some fire into him. Listen up, people. Sniper here.
Oh, please run right onto it. Do it.
Losing ground out there.
Take the shot, take the shot, take the shot. Nope. Shucks. Alright, both of you, get over here and destroy that. Man. The sadness of not having an ally who's helping.
Full strength in no time. Hitting one of our forward emplacements.
You don't say.
Territory.
Oh, run! Run, 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 run. Don't stay. Don't stay against that massive blob.
Sniper here. Let's put some breaking engagement.
Alright, let's fall back. I know I can't hold this against them, so let's just keep moving back.
Breaking engagement.
Keep moving back. We'll swing our rangers around from the side.
are losing a victory point.
Oh, see, our mines just popped and took out part of their group. Take him. Take the shot, take the shot. Good, good work. Not enough to hold the point, but that's alright. What in the hell? Whoa, okay. Alright, boys, get him. Whew, this is kind of nuts.
Enemy unit down.
Alright, get out of the middle of the street. Red cover is awful.
Enemy has 100.
Oh no, suddenly a sniper. Alright, I just need a little bit better... Oh, actually do not shoot that. Let the Rangers do it. Yeah, light moving armor is very, very dangerous to attack as a sniper, because they're normally equipped with an MG. However, Rangers are equipped with bazookas, which are a fantastic alternative to dealing with that problem. Oh, leaflet drop. Special ability that makes all units that are affected by it fall back immediately to their spawn point. Let's punish them a little bit for it. Come on, Garrus, take the shot. Don't calibrate too long. Yes! Alright, going black. Alright, so our ally has built one little baby tank. One single little baby tank. How useful. And why is that? I have so many questions, but no answers. Alright, we're going to have our MG team capture that. Heal up. I'm still amazed that guy made it out of there. So we got 3 infantry squads ready to go. You are now squad 2. Get up there. Alright, we've captured it. Get back in the building. Enemies down to 63 points because we hold 3 of the objectives.
We have a secured sector under attack. The enemy is after our...
Alright, light them up with that MG, boys. Anytime. No rush.
They're hitting one of our forward emplacements.
Alright, they don't... Yeah, they do actually have... Ooh.
The enemy is down to 50 points.
We should, in theory, be able to have this. But of course, now we're playing who can shoot out the most windows. Get in there, guys. Take out that vehicle.
They're hitting one of our forward emplacements, trying to take our territory.
Oh, look at this massive infantry push in on this.
We have a threat to our...
I don't think that's going to happen, though.
The enemy is down to 25 points.
Call in the artillery. Oh, now the Rangers have joined the fight. Good. Yeah, see, it's a hazardous zone. You don't really want to go into that.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Too many enemies. And we win. I know it says 3, but we'll take down anyway. I'm curious to see what they had, though. Alright, obviously the anti-tank weapons were strong with this one. Mobile mortars. Yeah, and ooh, they're starting to bring out the Stugs. This would have made my life a lot more difficult. And this is hysterical. Because of these, they had to shoot their way through it, but they couldn't get through it in time. A traffic jam on the German Autobahn. Let's see. So, they've scavenged some weapons, they hunkered down on one point, abandoned their starting location, and otherwise did absolutely jack all to help me in that fight. Good. Not my best showing. All in all, rather mediocre, but we'll do better next time. Raffle, are you still awake? Come on, buddy, get in here. Let's play a round of Company of Heroes. A Tale of Valor. Let's see if we can't shoot Raffle an invite. You can't. Invite to watch, invite to group, invite to trade. Nope. Oh crap. Can't kick myself, though I wish I could. Leave, start, auto match. Doesn't matter. Raffle found his way to me anyway. Excellent. Alright, Raffle, I don't know how this is going to work with Discord and OBS. I'm kind of terrified, but for the sake of the stream, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Ooh, yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of earlier. If I Alt-Tab out, it borks. Allies.
Hello.
Testing.
Hey, what's up?
Alright, welcome. I'm not too sure if they can hear you in the stream.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, I just heard me.
Alright. Well, that works out well for us.
We
Although,
can, access or error as...
honestly, since you're the guest here, I figured I'd let you pick. Either way. Oh, thank you.
Always P.
Move to the slot and
That's not a
open this.
question, bruh.
Since you're here, I think we can fight against hard computers. I have much more faith in you than I do the worthless piece of junks that I've been playing with so far. Any preference for a map? Also have to remember to hit the push to talk key so I can talk to you and have it pop up on here. I have a lot more faith in you than I do in...
Jesus.
Oh god,
What the fuck?
it's going to duplicate it, isn't it?
No, that was me. I forgot I was watching the stream on my phone. So I got a text, so I like swiped my phone and it went to like the stream.
You spaz.
Oh, that's not my fault, dude.
Yeah, we're in uncharted territory. Normally it's Raffle hosting and I'm the guest along for it, so he's normally got everything locked down and ready to go.
Well, I mean, I just caused the shit show right there. That was me.
Also, great music in the background. You want to fight in Quiche?
Yeah. Lorraine, dude.
Yeah, well, we're going to Quiche. Victory points or annihilation?
PP.
VP. All right. 250, 500, 1000.
500.
Good point.
Just a
Random, starting random. Dawn or raining?
I don't really care. Can
Raining.
your computer handle the rain?
Oh, my computer. All right. To clarify that statement, when we first bought this game, my computer was a piece of shit, and it couldn't handle much of Company Heroes, let alone when it started to rain.
So was mine, for the record. I remember when I struggled to get this game going.
So the fact that now my computer runs it... Pardon?
You got me into this, actually.
To which I'm very glad. Also, Raffle, remember when the load times were like 5 minutes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uncle Sam.
Oh,
See
no.
if I remember how to play. Probably not.
This is gorgeous, by the way.
WASD isn't my map. It's fucking gross. Is it is?
Remember, you have the power of the mouse. Use it.
I hate the mouse, dude.
What? Come on.
Tons of grenadiers.
Well, I'm going defensive doctrine.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush all our fuel. Defensive doctrine's solid.
Especially in
I'm
a
probably gonna
hold.
tank destroyer. There is exactly 2 cheeky spots for Luftwaffe. So I probably will not be doing that.
Well, to be fair, you're definitely going to do alright with this one.
Yeah.
Wide open fields with choke points. I'm going to hetz my hets to the hets. Come home.
Yeah, normally I go tank destroyer actually. There's a lot to be said for Scorched Earth.
Pioneers have seized objective. Pioneers moving.
For when your enemy must absolutely... Yeah, my... Oh,
Yeah, I already got these.
good, good.
Yes, sir. That building. Acknowledge. Taking point.
Schwim. I'm really tempted though. Go Luftwaffe.
Moving to capture fuel
But
location.
I'm worried I won't be able to hold the middle of the map if I do that.
Ah, you never know. You might be able to hold it.
Volk squad
Yeah,
here.
maybe.
Capturing sector.
Where's my phone? There they are.
Now, instead of going the MG this time, I'm taking more Volks just so I can have a more mobile reserve of manpower to try and hold, or sorry, take and hold points.
Objective will be ours.
Might lose my Schwimmwagen. I'm hoping I don't, but
If you can get it out of there, I can repair it for you.
cool. Yeah, she's out.
My man's moving this way.
Cool.
Let's get moving.
I'm just gonna cap the munis.
Alright, I'll have him pursue.
Or is it double Americans?
It should be Brits and Americans, but when we changed, I'm not sure if it changed with this. So we'll find out when they go with more infantry.
Oh, this is their fucking base.
That could explain why you're having some trouble.
Oh, I'm not having trouble. The middle's gonna be hell though. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm moving in to make it my own.
Nice.
Shit. Pioneers got overwhelmed.
Double Americans though?
I think so.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any British troops yet.
Let's get going. Volk's grenadier team on objective. We have taken a victory. Pioneer.
Yeah, it's definitely double American.
Yes, comrade. Volks are on it.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Close with the enemy.
Americans are seizing territory.
Damn it.
from us.
Oh shit. It's awkward.
No, it's even more awkward when you've got an idiot behind you taking back everything you've just taken.
That's solid.
Pioneers!
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Supply lines are broken.
I'm going to start building more observation posts in the back 40 to try and kind of help us hold these points. Or we could get into a big fight right here. That works too.
Okay. Yeah, middle's always gonna be nasty. No matter what we do.
Do you want us to disengage?
Well, the best we can do is make it nasty for them too.
Yeah, that's true.
Pioneers are building orders. Yes, comrade. What are your orders? Taking territory. Volk's grenadiers here. Forward base.
Alright, hopefully these flame troop... Hopefully the flame troopers can burn them down. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yes, sir. Taking territory. Yes, comrade.
Shoot, wrong one. There we go.
It's the Isles of Psyche.
Oh, retreat! Don't stay there. Oh, that retreat pathing is making me sad, though. He's not gonna make it. They're gonna get popped. Oh,
They are attacking secure territory.
MVP right there.
Volk squad here.
Got some enemies around here.
Volk squad taking fire. Let's
Be
go.
under attack.
Alright, I'm gonna have to pull this group back. They can't fight this many enemies at once. Alright, where's...
Be under attack.
Moving to objective.
Nice, nice. I like it.
Excuse me.
Americans under attack. Capturing a sector.
Yeah, double Americans is always a bad idea. I mean, it's just, you get swarmed with riflemen.
The Yankees are attacking one of our OPs.
Let's go ahead and put this here.
I mean, I just gotta survive. Yeah, we'll be good.
Secure territory of the farmland.
Yeah. I've got the top line for A2. Don't cap with your Grens. I'll
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's too late. They've already done it.
Oh yeah, I meant for the next point though.
Securing locations.
The other Volks I have are trying to take out the fuel depot they capped from us.
Some mortar. Yeah, I've got AT mines on the top path.
On objective.
Soon we'll have assault grenadiers joining us.
Nice, that's good.
Yes, camarade.
Deep striking American squads inbound. My poor pioneers.
Ready. Fire on the move. Construction detail reports were complete.
Oh, 30 cal has me ranged. Get out of there.
Yeah, not great. I can't believe I lost my mortar half track. I'm not sure where I parked it. Here, I think.
Remember where we parked, guys.
Oh no, she's right here. Okay, I was gonna say, I was really sad that I lost that because that's a huge early game loss.
Yeah, not the best. Yeah, we're not gonna dislodge. We're not going to dislodge them out of that building either. Damn.
Volks Grenadiers here.
I mean, I can take mid. I just
Yankees are grabbing our territory.
It's not the only thing they're
don't know if
grabbing.
I want to, per se.
What are your orders?
Oh, they chased me.
Into the fight, shall we? Come on. Yes, comrade.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
We are ready.
Grenadiers!
We are ready to push back the Yankees. Listen up.
We're losing a sector.
Yes, comrade.
Hmm.
Grenadiers!
Moving to position.
All right. Troops have all kind of sorted themselves out a little bit.
We have territory on the supply.
Let's move.
And they got a lot of pioneers chilling in buildings. It's interesting.
I'm just gonna keep moving up with the MGs, or moving up with the flamethrowers to try and clear out some of this territory.
Our territory.
Is it mortar fire here?
Man, those flak vervings though.
We have territory cut off from supply.
Yeah.
on me. Heavy MG capturing location.
All right, we're gonna put this guy to make him the most useful. Probably here. No,
Oh?
right there.
Where are they going with the MG? That's my question. Yeah, makes sense. I love it when that first pack shot just instantly caps a guy, and you're like,
Not too sure.
yeah.
Escalate? Yes, we can escalate.
Nice.
Let's take the opportunity to take some points back.
Pioneers here.
Yeah, don't worry, Origami. We can always adjust Raffles' volume later, like how my computer receives him. We'll just have to... We'll have to play it by ear until we get everything sorted back out.
Yeah, totally. Don't mind if they do die in my base and give me cool stuff.
I find this lack of fuel insensibly infuriating.
Yeah, true. I'll go for our fuel in a sec.
Appreciate it. Again, I'm kind of more reliant on it than you are.
Aw. Broke my heart, I lost that half track.
You need any construction? Yeah, let's move.
Whoa! Just lost one of my base defenses.
To what?
Oh, just a single ranger squad. It's because I get the flak bearings, and they're complete shit for defending a base.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Come on.
They're ready.
Alright, this death squad's moving up.
What are your orders? Get inside and find cover. Yeah, we do our best.
Where's that AT gun? Oh, by the way, for those of you who are watching, if a building goes down and you still have troops in it, you lose the troops.
Yes, that's true.
So camping out in a building has only short-term benefits, because once they do start bringing in things like pack guns, mortars, flamethrowers, or off-map artillery, you will start to suffer. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about this. You will suffer.
Your orders?
Moving to objective. Grenadiers. Forward. Space out.
There's no way they don't have
Alright, careful. They do have they've got a mortar lurking somewhere nearby.
Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, there's already.
Ooh. Alright, I have to pull back from here. I can't hold it.
The enemy advances.
Yeah, see, we're getting pretty gimped because we don't have access to the resources we need to, like, start using special weapons or special abilities like grenades and etc. So we're having to fight a little bit harder than our enemies do.
Territory out of supply. The enemy is seizing our territory.
But yeah, it just gets like a minor resource benefit.
Move forward, supply
But it's just
lines
because
are
I should have honestly focused on capping the bottom. I mean, it's kind of a death trap. Shit. You
Our
fucker.
forward supply lines are broken.
Should I log in? No, 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 no.
Capturing a sector.
Oh man, that poor guy.
Old squad here.
Start reinforcing. Oh, come on.
Okay with that M8?
No, it's chewing through me, but again, it can't cap. It didn't, I don't believe they went armor commander. Just being chased by this guy's pissing me off. If I had the munitions, I could give them panzer strikes to fight back, but I can't do it right now.
We have 300 points left. One of our sectors has
What
been
are your
cut off.
orders? Yes, comrade.
Hey, grab him fuel.
We are ready to get going. Smack the Yankees.
Capturing
Yes,
territory.
comrade. It will be ours. Get a goddamn move on. Quickly.
That's cute. They're trying to attack my base with a pack gun, or AT gun in their case.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Going.
Defensive
What do
propaganda
you
is ready for
want?
release.
Now. Yes, sir.
That's
Alright,
just
so
gonna
the
make me
top's
fucking
being
cry.
taken. I just love how bitchy the pack crews are.
Yeah.
Securing objective.
Ah, this thing is heavy! Why don't you push it, Commander? Can we kill this guy before he books it out of there? Nope.
Probably not. Let's get real.
Doesn't matter, we chased them off. That's the important thing. They're no longer harassing me.
That's good. Oh shit. There's some things.
That's a lot of stuff right there.
My brothers have fallen. Have they?
Holy crap, Thompson equipped.
Where am I going? Around the corner. Around the corner. Nice.
Reinforcement troops are on the way.
There we go.
I'm sending an AT gun down to help you.
Oh, thanks.
Well, this is kind of nuts.
Yeah. Nowhere near as good as they used to be. It's mostly because I forgot what building I was supposed to get. I just never recapped the stuff I needed to. That's okay.
I don't know why my troops are being pinned. Oh, damn it, I lost the Volk squad. Infuriating grenades. Alright, and now they're not responding. Stop. Get over there. No, let's Panzerfaust that building, see if we can't shoo him out of there. Ah, flame troopers from behind.
It's pretty effective, for real.
Emergency defense measures are ready for approval.
Well, we made them pay for... Oh, they've got a crocodile Churchill. Or a crocodile... Sherman. The top's not going very well. I think they've got a little bit ahead of us on the munitions war. Oh, come on, boys, get to cover. That's all you need to do. Oh, hell, I'm going to sacrifice the Volk squad to get them on this MG. If they go the right way as opposed to running into the... Forget it, just retreat. What? Gentlemen, there's a destroyed fence right here. Just walk over it.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Livid.
Ooh, crocodile Sherman.
Our supply lines have opened. We have
Spooky.
territory out of supply.
Did my troops even make it out of the street? No, they... Oh, one did. Alright, this is getting a little tense. How are you doing down there?
Oh, you know. Crocodile Shermans are fun.
Okay, I don't know why my troops will not path like I'm telling them to. The fence is destroyed. Well, they're dead. Here, have a free tank gun. Alright, now this is one of the problems with the first game. Pathing. Pathing was always an issue in this game.
Yeah.
It's like they took the long way around, which led them right into an enemy ambush.
We have 200 points.
I mean, the choice is not difficult. Go over a broken flakboard or walk backwards into an enemy.
Where's the... Oh, there's the second MG. AT.
Moving my AT gun to help.
Man, I'm actually like getting so many guys. Okay. Whoa, this pathing though. Whoa. That was some of the worst pathing I've seen in this game. I've seen some shitty pathing.
Yeah, not really enjoying how this map's playing out in regards to that, but we'll have to find a way around it.
It's not great.
The Americans are the only one that have the access to the AP ammunition, so we'll ignore that for now. Probably going to need some Pumas, or at the very least start going into our Tiger tree.
No, they have so many, like, so much AT, dude.
Our base is under attack.
Like, they just have insane amounts of fucking vehicle.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I didn't realize I'd wandered into territory that they just decapped, so I don't get the defensive bonus from the ability I popped. Alright, get in there, boys. Take them out.
There we go.
Stay away from the Sherman. That's a horrible idea. Do not go near the Sherman. Alright, that squad's got to retreat. It doesn't have a chance. This one, however... Oh, getting slaughtered. Get out of there. We'll take the long way. Oh. Wow.
Holy shit, that's fun.
Not exactly the word I would choose, but it's a thing.
Our base is under attack.
Yeah.
I'm not going to push with that troop. They're too injured. And my MG's just got obliterated by those damn armored cars.
Yeah.
See, this is why I play not this map.
No, this map is hell. That's why I wanted to play it. Challenge.
Gee, thanks. I'm glad we're back to a game that you haven't played in quite some time through this hellish challenge. Alright, my little pack gun. You must become the MVP.
Yeah. Probably like the worst thing about like the fucking Panzer Elite is just like the fact that you have fucking flaks as your default like bunkers, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's absurd. Main gun destroyed. Yeah, right. That would have wrecked the vehicle completely.
Oh wow.
Alright, move in, troops. Move in. Counter them.
Oh, there's no conceit.
Yeah, back in the day, they wanted people to actually fight it out until the very bitter end, as opposed to just going, huh, I lost 2 units in the first 10 minutes. GG.
Yeah, sure.
I love it. It can take a pack shot that would obliterate it in most normal circumstances, but it can still fire just fine.
Yeah, I should have gone scout car rush, I think.
Oh, they've got a sniper. Shoot.
Got my mortar out too late.
Okay, we got one of the MG teams.
No, it's pretty much over, dude.
It all depends on how bold you can be with one Volk squad.
I think actually we could have done this too if I didn't go tank hunter. I went tank hunter because I thought we were going to be dealing with more tank.
But again, having resources early is also important. And they were very, very good about cutting off our supply lines.
Yeah, but yeah, that was my fault though. Do you want to do one more or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even when we lose, we learn something.
Yeah, I should have gone scorched earth, I think.
On this map, perhaps terror tactics would be a better choice for me. One of those moments of, well, we're out of
Yeah,
options.
I think terror is,
Flamethrower.
like the best. Period. I love it.
Yeah, see, I disagree. I think the defensive has the most utility when you're doing a victory point, but I really love Blitzkrieg as a second
like,
point.
Defensive is like the strongest, but I mean, like, I like terror the most.
Also, we're doing double American again on the same map because we're going to win this one.
Oh, all right, I'm down.
Of course, it's a rematch. Although I don't like the fact that it swapped the sides.
Jeez.
What do you want? The fuel location must be captured.
Not a fan.
Well, now if we win, we can just say the side's overpowered.
Oh boy. Let's not cheapen it.
Do I go for early defensive?
Pioneer team ready.
Yeah,
Pioneers,
solid.
do it. Let's get a field try. Yeah, they're doing it.
That works.
Just want to check and see what provides the best options. Okay. Munitions and fuel right down the middle.
Jawohl, my dear. Let's get moving. Sector will be ours. You need any
Yeah.
construction?
I think score shirts
nothing
is
we
gonna
can
be
do for now.
filthy.
Fuel point belongs to Germany. Pioneers here.
Alright, we're going to keep moving on and keep taking more.
Americans about. Capture order acknowledged.
An interesting thing you can do is leapfrogging your infantry across, so despite going after the first point, by sending them further on, I can make sure that the follow-up troops have something to capture as they keep pushing forward, so that the connectivity goes from one to the next to the next.
Oh shit, Jeep. Oh, okay, that was spooky. I was like, fuck, are we getting Jeep rushed?
Wouldn't be the first time we've been Jeep rushed.
Sure.
Pioneers here. Pioneers, we are going now.
And let's all admit that if the Kettengrad had a gun on it, it'd be OP.
Pioneer team on objective.
Yeah, true.
Pioneer team ready. The enemy is to capture fuel location. MG-42 reporting. Where do you want us? MG displacing. MG ready. Relocating MG.
Alright, I'm going to move some of my infantry, more the heavier MGs, up towards the middle. Oh, where are we getting hit from? Alright, get to cover. Get to the good cover.
You need any construction?
Please tell me I get this Jeep.
Ready.
Oh, no, he's gonna get out. That's fine. I was gonna say, if I got the Jeep, I'd be... Huh?
Now see, for those of you that are watching, this is the benefit of having green cover versus standing out in the open like a fool.
Jawohl, my dear. Let's get moving.
Come on, faster, faster, faster. Bingo. Hey, Hans, you want to stand behind the green line? That'd be cool, bud.
No!
I know, right?
And of course you have the Russians going, "There's on this red line!"
Well, that's true.
Wait, what are we doing? This isn't Metro.
Nice, okay. Holding pretty good here. Fuel got decapped. I'll cry about that later. Yeah, we talked about like the whole green line thing, bro.
Yes, the explanation for the...
No, I know, I just mean like, my troop, the one guy just keeps running out. He's like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I will change up the positions here.
Sectors has been cut off.
One of our sectors has been removed. Yeah, I know, it's just kind of a pain in the butt, but we'll make it work.
Grab the VP. Remember, I can't build this with those. I'm not useless.
Honestly, right now, I'm just trying to keep the points from being backcapped, and it's pissing me off immensely.
Okay,
Alright,
so
Schwimmwagen versus Jeep, let's do this.
I push my guys back.
German engineering versus Ford. Ah! Infantry squad out of nowhere. You jerks.
Pioneers here. We have mine leg detail.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Prepare campaign and launch their fire.
lose the Schwimmwagen, that'd be great.
The Yankees
I'm trying not to, I swear.
No, I'm, yeah, reminding myself not to. Okay, do we go scout cars?
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Okay, that's not a good place. Back it up, everybody. Back it up.
Okay, yeah, my guys are all rushing north. Because I've pushed them off.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Yeah, that was a much smarter start.
Oh man, I'm like one sticky grenade away from death. How in the hell do they have this many people, despite the fact that I've been slaughtering them this entire time?
You know how it is.
MGs, anytime you'd like to contribute, it would be welcome.
These poor engineers, huh? No idea their plan was there.
Losing a sector.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose middle.
Oh shit, was that mines? Oh fuck. Enemies planting mines, dude. Oh, rude.
Yeah, we have several problems at this time.
Shoot these mines. There you go.
Actually, let's not do
You have
that.
several problems, or
Yes.
you have some problems?
Oh, haha, you're a funny one.
I'm doing alright, bud.
Yeah, I've got problems.
Okay, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
Forward supply lines are broken.
I'm doing some pretty cheesy shit right now. Yeah, you better run. So the only thing we gotta worry about right now is a mortar.
Which I'm sure is in the winds.
Oh yeah, definitely on the way.
Pioneers here. Keep your eyes open. We have bunker building to do. Folks, sharpshooter here.
So
I will get that Jeep one time, I swear it.
I'm hanging in there. I really want to get that fucking mortar abtract, but it's like,
Deployment location.
it's so risky. Like when you get it this late.
Attention, veterans seek gain. Enemy advances.
Yeah.
Sieg. Sniper ready. Moving out.
Okay, Jeep, cool.
We have built a bunker. Let's get
Alright, now the reason I'm building a bunker like this is because having a medic station directly adjacent to where all of your troops immediately retreat to will start to heal them individually while you're reinforcing them, so you'll get back to the fight twice or even 3 times as fast.
What are your orders? Secure.
Alternatively, not doing that can end a very quick death for our troops. Even though you reinforce them, they still have, as individuals, damage on them.
We are losing ground.
Oh, what is this?
Sniper ready for this target. Sniper on the eye as a target. Yes, Governor.
Oh yeah, just snipe my guys out. You're a Jeep. What are you doing?
Fire on the move. You need any
So behind us. Oh, these guys.
ready? Yeah, he's kaputt.
Assault reserve.
Stormtroopers are in the field.
The enemy advances.
Schwimmwagen, no.
Our
Okay,
supply lines are broken.
Oh,
We
shit,
have
my bad.
territory out of supply.
Schwimmwagen down, dude. Game's over.
Don't say that. It's not over.
Died, dude.
Forward supply lines are broken.
It's like the saddest thing.
There's still things to believe in.
His death wasn't quite in vain, though.
Ready for any.
Man, the level of livid that I'm approaching with these backcapping engineers.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the hunt.
Booby trapped all the buildings down here. The enemy's just getting wrecked.
Capture. Building orders.
Good man.
Beautiful. Booby trap strategic point. Yes.
To hell with them. It's their own fault for not bringing a
Oh,
mine
shit,
detector.
Okay, so the packs are happening. Which, I mean, oh, and the M8s. Okay, that's actually a problem, though.
We now have assault capability.
Alright, I'll start building packs. Man, I have so many questions. Why are the Allies allowed to crawl across 40 feet of concrete in the open being attacked by 2 MG-42s? But they're only... They're red. They're suppressed. They shouldn't be able to move, but yet they are.
Yeah. What's your question? I don't have an answer for it. Okay, I need... Yeah, look, I can take that game, I really need this one.
Alright, everybody out, 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 out. Retreat. I have to pull back out. I'm gonna lose the middle of the map.
Are you?
Yeah, they brought up...
That's fine, the middle's really hard to hold.
They brought up armored vehicles and I can't stop them.
Yeah, that's completely reasonable, dude.
And they're airbornes. Shit.
We're losing a sector.
So on the one hand, I'm not that impressed, but on the other hand, they're also being reinforced by a lot of infantry.
No, airbornes are, yeah, they're scary.
Forward supply lines are broken. Yankees are having our territory.
Gotta cheat. The fuck? Oh. Yeah, forgot I put that there. Put shit on.
Have regained the momentum on the field.
Alright, come on guys, get those grenades. Yes!
What did they drop? Is that a bar? I like bars.
I love the fact that this swarm of grenades and the allies are just like, yeah, that's cool. I don't care. Alright, MG's back in the fight. Get in that building. We're not done with this war yet. We have lost a unit. From where and from what? Will you tell me, game?
I'm back, don't worry, we ain't dead yet. Not completely.
Constructions of packs are on the way.
We are losing territory.
Come on, tank busters. Yes! Come on, come on, get the shots off.
The enemy advances.
Alright, how you doing down there?
I mean, I'm alive. It's a good thing, right?
Generally a good thing, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Alright, where did that guy go?
Slowly walking my ass back.
Moving 2 packs into the middle of the town to act as kind of a vanguard force.
Nice, nice. So my blob's getting strong.
Defend the fatherland until death.
Who defended the fatherland until death? Tell me. Who did I lose? I got 2 troops here that are fighting.
Fuck, holy shit!
I lost
Whoa,
my...
insane.
Yeah, I know where I
M8,
lost.
dude. What a beast. Alright.
Man, snipers are just so good in this game.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Let's get moving.
Oh, there's a lot of troops up here.
Urban assault team has been deployed.
Stug's on the way though. Oh, retreat!
Oh, fuck. Nice.
MGs, if you would please start to fire. Or are you gonna get hit with a... Yep, there it goes, right through the window. Jesus.
I do actually,
We're
game.
losing territory.
Oh no, he's brought a tank. We better retreat. Alright, so that's being held. Don't have enough troops to really get in on this.
Nice.
Take him, take him, take him. Sniper! Sniper! And you whiffed. That's fine. You're only human.
That's true, yeah. It sucks, but they are only human.
Man, just, damn it. So many enemies that deep strike into this, and it's infuriating.
Coming out from cover. Taking objective.
Alright, maybe if I move the Stug down and start interdicting them back there, that'll help us out.
No, no, not my swim wagon, you dick. Don't kill him. Oh, why are they in my base? Holy shit. Holy shit, enemy, calm down. I think I lost somebody.
Oh, we can't escalate to the assault phase just yet.
Oh god, Rangers, why?
Oh, there's nothing. I can just walk across. That's depressing. Go, my little Stug, go!
Yo, 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 infantry half track. I know you can shoot them from there. Don't fuck them. Okay, apparently not.
We are losing ground.
And what killed that in no time at all?
The Yankees are attacking one of our OPs. Forward supply line.
Actually, I'm just gonna retreat that sniper. There's no point in him just sitting there. He's gonna get wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we're taking back the VPs.
Fuck, lost the infantry half track. Oh, hello.
Alright, so that point's ours. Well, we just erased completely one of their armored vehicles.
Ready? I am moving. On the move. Sniper
Losing a sector.
engaged.
Nice.
That has to be in my territory. Oh, it's not quite in my territory yet. Right, move up my stormtroopers. Take the enemy out.
You just fucking
Push them, push them, push them.
on top of me? Wow, badass. They got fucking balls. It's like a fucking
Americans are
Molotov.
seizing
So, I mean,
territory from us.
do what you want, pal, but
Cowards attack our forward base. One of our sectors has been cut off.
don't shoot my swim bot. Oh, don't have a
Jeez.
fucking bazooka.
Just the anger I feel whenever they do this.
Yeah. Can I decap this? Fuck, yes I can.
Sniper ready. Still walking around
Nice.
like der ungelernte Arbeiter. Proceeding.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shit, it lived. No.
Alright, by establishing a forward supply post, I can reinforce from here rather than having to wait until it's too late. Man, these frickin' airborne.
Oh, it's Rangers, man. It's always Rangers.
No, these are airborne.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, Rangers are making me cry.
Can we wipe them out? Can we wipe them out? Keep firing. Those are automatic rifles for a reason. No, they just decided to... Oh, we did get them!
Yeah, you got the decap. One of you still has a... No? Kill the squad.
Let's go ahead and make ourselves even more of a pain in the butt. Alright, be advised, they've got infantry moving around here. I only saw them for a moment, but there's at least two. I think one of them booked it down this way.
Okay.
Alright, so... Sniper's caught it. Whoa, 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 what are you... Man, my mortar teams are having a spaz attack. They don't know what they're doing.
No, finish capping, shit. Nice. Quite a few people have not pulled the triangles.
Man, some of these throws the enemy are making are just making me rage.
I believe it.
Bringing on more stormtroopers. Absolutely, Origami. I agree completely. Being able to see, just as a change, what the AI can see and how they react to it would actually determine whether or not they're just kind of guiding in on you, or if it's a free, like, oh, I finally uncovered you, rather than I know exactly where you are and what you are doing. MGs, at any point in time, if you would like to start shooting, now would be a good time. Ooh, the mortars are putting in work now, and I appreciate that immensely.
Let me know when you need help on mid.
Mid, not so much. My biggest peeve right now is the fact that they're deep striking. But one of them is airborne, and that's rare, so... I can't speak. It's 1 in the morning. 2 in the morning, in fact. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
Okay. I'll be pushing up mid in a sec. I'm looking pretty good.
Be advised, they have an AT gun here. No, Origami, I'm not going to go to sleep. It's far too early to go to sleep.
True that, dude. Oh, man. The hypening.
Besides, I want to win this.
And these backcapping assholes.
Welcome to my hell.
They're about to get fucking wrecked for it.
Alright, let's throw in a bundled grenade into this building, see if we can't clear out these last rangers. Nope, because the AI is super knowledgeable about whenever you're going to do something tactical like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have retreated them. I could just reinforce from here. I'm a fool. A well-meaning fool, but a fool nonetheless. Under fire? Why are there the... There's just 2 guys moseying around in the back 40 of my base. What a bunch of jerks. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get him, get him, get him.
Alright. Booby trap. Booby trap.
That's 200 points.
Booby trap.
Oh, I don't have munitions.
Booby trap.
Oh, because we're out of connection and territory. That's... Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Ah, good. The munitions are now coming back. Whoa! What was that? Ah, they've got some artillery out here, I see. Alright, I'll move in and take that out. Now, speaking of taking things out, I should probably build another pioneer and start building listening posts behind us.
That'd be good, yeah. Yeah, I'll move up in a sec, but right, like, I think I bugged them out because I put so many roadblocks, like they can't figure out how to path. for my
That's
area.
fine by me.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're actually just like,
Come on, boys. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Get him. Do not let them retreat. Damn.
a little more munis. Or, manpower. There we go.
Okay, that's not a good place to be. Retreat.
Bingo. Just gotta finish this last little booby trap.
Yeah, I've been a little remiss in building listening posts. I apologize.
Oh,
But it's been crazy keeping them off my points.
I believe you.
It's gotten so bad I'm actually using snipers to capture points.
That's funny.
Also, I love the fact that they gripe about it. Like, I'm a highly trained professional and you have me capturing points.
Yeah. Fuck you, Rangers. That's how I feel about your bullshit. Burn in hell.
Oh, man. You have so many infantry. Look at this.
No, I know. I've been wrecking.
Well, I'm under
Is that a
attack.
bar? Papa. Like I said, I'm just gonna sweep up the map now. Oh shit. Okay, hang on, boys, hang on. We're entering in their base. Which, I mean, I want to as well, but...
It's a little dangerous. Admittedly. A little.
A little.
Oh no, my sniper's under attack. I don't know from what, but... And whatever it was enough to kill him. Damn, he's been with me since the beginning of the game.
Oh, see, look at them. There's definitely some sort of pathing issue. Like, they're just stuck here in their base.
If only I had artillery, if only I had artillery. Blast them, stormtroopers. Yeah, that won't save you.
Look at all this shit, though.
They only have 25 points, though. They're done.
Steal that gun and then get out!
Why are you that far into their base, though?
I don't give a
You're
fuck.
absurd.
Just kill everything while I'm here.
I also think the reason they're not moving in is because I have this massive AT field stealthed area. If they enter the field, they're done. Field! Jesus, I can't even speak. If they enter the main boulevard, they're going to be destroyed. That's what I meant to say.
I blew up like most of their buildings.
Whew,
That's how we
good
do it.
game. See, we're just shaking off a little bit of the rust and the dust.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely should have scored shirts, but also, like, the AI just bugged out in the last, like, five
Minutes of game.
minutes. It was so bad.
It doesn't matter though. We won.
That's right, yeah. Who cares if it's cheese?
Who cares if they know exactly where we are? It's just balancing out, you know.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. Take it easy though, man. I'm off to bed.
I should probably do the same. It is 2 in the morning.
See ya.
Good night, Raffle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been an incredible morning of a classic game of Company of Heroes, and I think this is going to become a regular for us. It's one of those things that you put away for a while, then when you return to it, you have all the fond memories of how much fun you had playing it in the first place. And I'm definitely going to be playing this again in the future. Although I think tomorrow, I've been looking at Stellaris with an envious eye, so I think tomorrow when I get back from work, I'll be looking over some of the tutorials before I actually start that up. And I've been talking this over with Raffle a little bit, but we'd like to get more players involved from the community itself. So if you'd like to join the Discord, you can find the information down below, and that will actually allow you to connect. Just go ahead and join the primary channel, and if and when we do start getting the team games going, just go ahead and chime in if you'd like to join us for it, and it can be anything from Overwatch, Team Fortress 2, Company of Heroes, Stellaris, etc. But for the longer campaigns, we might run 2 in tandem, which would be the standard games, followed by the more like idiosyncratic ones will be primarily for the stream of like training or different dynamics of the game, whereas a pure multiplayer game would be go straight for the victory. Again, just something to consider. And Origami, don't worry, I have not forgotten that you thumbed something, so I will find that in just a moment. So, thank you guys, and ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another night of late night video. I hope you guys have a good one, and take care.